Roses are red, violets are blue. Trim your balls nice and your date will thank us too. What's up, fellas? Valentine's Day is a knockin', and Manscaped is a remedy for what the love doctor ordered. In his prescription, the all-new Performance Package 5.0 Ultra, designed to elevate your grooming game and shine like the heartthrob you are. Now you can join the 10 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with an exclusive offer. Go to manscaped.com to stack 20% off plus free shipping with promo code FRATCHAT. Oh, yeah. And we're recording, Mr. Mo.
What's up? Did it snow at your house?
Oh, yeah. We got pounded with snow.
We got some. Ugh, I hate it.
I like it. I'm not going to lie. Especially on a day like today where I can just take Stella out to the yard. She can run like a psycho and take a shit. It saves me from having to take a walk outside.
So you finally got those 6 inches you've been waiting for.
That's right.
Num 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 num.
They said it wouldn't happen, but baby, they came in the middle of the night, just like Uncle Steve. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're gonna do this in 3, 2, 1. What are you doing?
Testes in my mouth.
Get on the ground, you fucking pledge.
Ew.
Welcome to the greatest podcast experience of your life. This is the Frat Chat Podcast.
All young men like 3 things: food, news, pussy.
Featuring Carlos Garcia and Chris
And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the greatest podcast in the history of podcasting time. It's the Frat Chat Podcast. I'm Carlos Garcia with Chris Seymour Moore. Let's go to Mo.
Oh, you know, same old, same old. How about you?
Oh, living the dream. It looks like you have a very nice foresty background over there, which I very much like.
It's a tapestry that I have on my wall because it matches my couch.
I like it. Makes me feel like I'm tripping balls in the wilderness. So
This is the wilderness and this mountains.
That's right. It looks like you're hanging out at a Mr. Rogers painting.
I don't think I've ever walked through the wilderness or a mountain. Have you been hiking before?
I hate hiking. I have to say, that's something white people love hiking, but I'm telling y'all, in my country, when they take you out to fucking go hiking, quote unquote, you end up with fucking 2 in the back of your head in a trash bag going down the hill. You don't go hiking, fucking people. Hell no. You want to go to the mountains with me in the middle of wilderness where there's no cell phone signal and no one can hear you scream? Hell no. I'm good.
I'd rather take a walk down Georgetown or like the Magnificent Mile, Michigan Avenue in Chicago, or even like a mall. I'll go walk in a mall.
Totally. I'll get my steps, around town where lots of people can see me. Hey, last known locations can be easily verified. Not that shit. Well, maybe it was under that tree. Or no, that tree. Fuck hiking.
Let me tell you, if there's an activity where preparation includes bug spray, I don't want to do it.
Totally. And like, which is it? Like, is hiking good for the environment or is bug spray killing Earth? Which is it? Pick a lane, fucking hippies. I went on a date with this girl. It was like a weekend thing because I stay with her in Baltimore. And she was beautiful. She was very cool. She took me to a nose game. Yeah, I was like, damn, I thought this could be everything. But her favorite thing to do was go hiking. Fucking the last day before I went on the bus to fucking come back to New York all hungover and stuff. She's like, you still want to go hiking? And I'm like, I guess. Like, I have to say yes. And it was the worst day of my life. I was like, this is not for me. This sucks. It's hot. It's goddamn bugs everywhere. I'm hungover. I was not prepared for this shit, so I'm fucking hiking in jeans. And I just knew that it was never meant to be. It was just like we both like quickly fizzled out after that hiking adventure. So
I hate being hot and hungover.
The worst, dude. The worst. Like I can be hungover or I can be sweating bullets from being too hot. Not both. Nah, but like when I'm hungover, I need to be under some nice AC and a blanket.
Yeah,
I need to be
I hear ya.
freezing and warm at the same time. Not hot. It's different. Ugh. But you know who is currently not hot right now, Mr. Mo? This is the one and only friend of the show, former last president, and scarily enough, potential next president, Donald J. Trump. He's facing some legal troubles, and
Oh no, what's going on with Uncle Donnie?
Uncle Donnie, his fraud case in New York, which we already knew that he was guilty of. That was declared at the beginning of the trial. This was figuring out just how much money he'd have to pay. And he was fined. Let's sit down for this one. More than $350 million for the New York case alone, which, according to the Attorney General's office, when you factor in the prejudgment interest of the case, the amount actually exceeds $450 million. And
oh my God,
it bars him from running businesses in New York for 3 years, which is pretty crazy. Never thought, this is where he made his empire. And,
does he even have that much money?
Well, here's the thing. I personally believe that he doesn't, but his campaign does, and he's been known to use, campaign finances to settle law fees because he argues it's to do with his presidential race. But he also did sell his social media company, Truth Social. I think he sold that for like $300 million.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So good for him. But, that's all gone. The question is, $450 million. I don't know how much real money he has at hand, because one tax document says one thing and then another document will say another thing. And thus the issue with this trial, which is why his fine is so big, because he was basically going to banks and telling them that he had X amount of money when it was convenient to him and X amount of money when it was not. And basically he would get different valuations of his value, which would then give him different rates for lending and things like that. And then also, for taxes, if you declare less than you have, you pay less taxes. So he is just basically just fucked. and this is just one case. He still has the election stuff. He still has the rape stuff still coming in some more, because that's still not totally over. And apparently the amount will continue to increase with it because of interest. So he has to pay up soon, apparently.
Why do people like him? I don't understand. I just don't get it.
Well, my thing is that it's just ironic, the people that support him and go out of their way to say that this is like Democrat corruption, when it's literally his corruption that's being exposed. Like the man that ran on draining the swamp, like this, I guess he's accomplishing this goal because he's being pulled out of the fucking swamp. But his people, the ones that are like really love him, are just convinced that this is all like bullshit. And it's like all a sham, when it's been widely known for years that the guy's a crook. Like there's been, and you guys can look this up because it's a quick Google search for some quick history. There's been so many cases where Donald Trump would do, like, let's say, like I need a few bedrooms done in Trump Plaza, and I hire a small business owner, Simo, to do the work. He's super excited. Holy shit, I'm going to work in Trump Plaza.
I'm so excited, and holy shit, I'm going to work in Trump Plaza.
This is before he was president. No, so this is when people still liked him. And he's an asshole, but people still liked him in the public eye. He was on rap videos at this time. Like people were like, yo. So you're all excited. I'm about to get to work on this awesome building. This is going to be great for my fucking future. I can tell people I work there. It'll give me more work. It'll be a lot of money. Well, he's doing that on purpose, because when it comes time to pay up, he just doesn't. He says, Fuck you. I'm not paying you. What are you going to do? Small business owner SEMO can't afford a fucking law team to beat Donald Trump. So what do? You're beat. You worked with this man's shit and he fucking didn't pay you. And he did that to so many people.
Oh, that's not nice.
And so he goes on like, that's where it like baffles my soul that his whole thing is that his supporters are a lot of like middle or rural class people who are just like, yeah, he's doing it for the little guy, when he's like been notorious for screwing over the little guy time and time again. And then the shit he's done to women, for God's sakes, come on. So his record is one thing, but then they say that he's like a good Christian, hardworking man who cares about the little guy. It's like, what? How do you get that from anything that he says or does?
Ladies and gentlemen, Carlos Garcia here, coming to you live from the bathroom. That's right, I'm on the toilet right now. And that's because today's episode is sponsored by Tushy, and I can't get enough of it. In fact, in the future, people are going to laugh about how we used to just leave dirty poo-poo in our booty holes all day. Like, come on, man. Deep down inside, we all know that using toilet paper alone leaves nasty and smelling bacteria behind our butts. We know it. You know it. Everybody knows it. However, Tushy has finally made number 2 cleanup way more hygienic and better for the environment. In fact, you now can have a fresh stream of water, the same water as your sink or your shower, to clean up your booty after every poop. And Tushy's bidets are so easy to set up on any toilet. In under 10 minutes, you can set up your at-home bidet that will change your life forever. I'm not even kidding. This product is life-changing. And if we're being honest here, it feels pretty good too. How do I know? I'm using it right now. However, for a limited time only, our listeners get 10% off their entire order at hellotushy.com. That's right. Go to hellotushy.com, HELLOTUSHY.com, and use promo code FRATCHAT for 10% off. It's time to get rid of those skid marks once and for all with Tushy. Oh, yeah.
I don't understand elections. I don't understand Trump and his appeal. Back in the day, John F. Kennedy was attractive, so he had a competitive edge because they were starting to televise debates. And then Bill Clinton was like fairly likable. He played the
Smart guy, great
saxophone.
president.
George W., his dad was president, so everyone was like, okay, that's the name that we trust. But Trump he's revered as this like stellar businessman, but he's applied for bankruptcy a few times. I just don't understand the appeal.
And now the fraud thing. So it's like literally a fraud. And he also can't run charities in New York either because they had a fraud charity too. And remember Trump University? What happened to that? Fucking fraud. It's like fraud, bankruptcy, but he's a great businessman somehow. It's like, bro, with that record, if that's what it takes to be a great businessman, like shit, man, like sign me up. I'm gonna be a fucking genius in no time. Let me fucking be born with a couple $1 million trust fund and a small $2 million loan for my fucking dad.
You know what? You don't need the loan. You just need to sign up for classes at Chris Moore University, and I swear
That's
it's
right.
legit.
100% real.
100% real. I promise.
Hashtag wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
You can't get sued if you say wink, wink, right? That's what Donald taught us. And
you can't
actually,
get sued if you say no homo.
Yeah, that's right. You can finish sucking. He's actually around. We were gonna get some comments from him. So you know how he is though. He's hard for me to wrangle. So if you have any questions for him, anything you want to ask him, I'm gonna go grab him real quick. I'll be right back.
Gosh.
He's in my kitchen right now, so I'm kind of scared of what's going on in it. But I'll be right. 1 second.
Okay.
Donald
comes.
What? Come on, Donald. It's your turn. What are you talking about? I can't make a sandwich. Believe me. No, dude. I said don't touch my food. What? You can't bring a guest and not give him a sandwich. Ew, get your hands out of the mayo jar. What are you talking about? It's delicious. Okay, believe me. Okay, Donald. You've gone way too far. Come on, let's go. I don't understand what's going on here. Okay, this is ridiculous. I'm just trying to come in, have a good little day. Eat a sandwich. I know what's such a big deal. Okay, believe me.
There he
Oh,
is,
hey
the man
there.
of the hour.
Hey there. Yes, I still have a sandwich working in the kitchen. Okay, believe me. So we got to make this quick. Okay. What do you want to talk about? What's going on?
I'm just checking in with you. How do you feel after the decision to pay $350+ million?
Well, all I gotta say is that it's total just corruption. Okay, believe me. It's just the crooked Democrats. Okay, believe me. And you know a little thing about crooked D's. You know, I hear what you took last night. Okay, believe me. It's just a thing. Crooked D's everywhere. Crooked D's over here. Crooked D's over here. Crooked D's in there. Crooked D's back there. It's just crooked D's everywhere. Believe me. Now, I'm not gonna pay a dime. Okay, because I didn't do it. Okay. However, if you want to donate to DonaldTrump.com, I could use some money. Okay, believe me. Just saying. Got a little money? I'll take some money.
Are
Send me some
you
money.
getting nervous about the election?
I think it's pretty obvious that if anyone should be getting nervous, it's Joe Biden. Okay, believe me. Because I'm in tremendous shape. I don't know if you can see here. I'm doing my dance moves. Do these every day, twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. Okay. And I'm fit. I'm fit as a fiddle.
Yeah, you look great.
Well, thank you. Fit as a fiddle that's been left out in the rain for a couple of days. You know what I mean? But it still works. Still works, believe me. Now, Joe Biden's not working for anybody, just for himself. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of Joe Biden and be clear what the people want, what the people need. National Big Mac Day. Believe me, everybody gets a Big Mac. On me, Donald J. Trump. Okay? So drop the fraud cases and elect me president. And also drop the election interference case and the whole touchy case. And, the other fraud cases that are coming in. Drop everything. You know, I have 93 of them. So drop 93 cases. Okay, believe me. And elect me president. I'll totally give you a Big Mac. Okay, believe me.
Well, I have one last question for you.
Okay.
How is Melania Trump and where is she? Remember her?
Oh, I gotta go. You said you wouldn't ask about Melania. She hasn't answered the phone, and since I'm not president anymore, I have feelings. Okay, believe me. And you just heard them all. So now you better give me some money. Okay, believe me. Okay, but I'm gonna go because I got
I'll
a
be
sandwich
sure to
over there
donate
that's
to
waiting.
DonaldTrump.com. Wink, wink.
That's right. Believe me. But no wink, wink. Send me money. I love you. No, I don't love you. Not that way. Unless you're going to send me money. Then I love anybody. Anyways, goodbye. Believe me. Vote Donald J. Trump. Fuck Joe Biden. Okay, believe me.
Donald Trump's balls taste like Cheetos. No homo. Well, that was exciting. I forgot to ask him what he thinks about Nikki Haley being on Saturday Night Live.
Yes, you can take the sandwich and the whole loaf of bread. Why do you need the whole loaf of bread? I just want it. Okay, believe me. I'm taking it. Okay, fine. Get out of here. Lock the door. Woo! Jesus.
Well, that was something. Now, I forgot to ask him what he thought about Nikki Haley on SNL. Did you see that?
Oh, that was great. But it's weird that like she gets like the spotlight. Because I mean her record's kind of wacky, but it's good to see the whole infighting within the party. That's kind of fun anyway.
Has Joe Biden ever been on SNL? Or is it like too late, past his bedtime? Because he's sleeping.
No, he's been on that. He's been. Let me see. Joe Biden on SNL. Pretty sure he has. Oh, they keep showing the character, of course. Real Joe Biden on SNL. It said he made a video appearance once, but mostly parodies. He was in Parks and Rec. Actually, I remember seeing him in that.
Oh, really? Did he do a good job?
Yeah, he played himself. This was at the end of the Obama term, when we were all about to like miss them so bad.
Yeah.
So it was nice. It was nice. That's a great show. God, I miss Obama. I don't know why. This is not. We're not a political podcast. This is called the fucking Frat Chat podcast. But I just feel like personally, life is good when Obama was president. There was problems.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Personally, family, all kinds of problems because there's always problems.
And Michelle was Queen Mother.
Oh yeah, there was. I just feel like I don't know. Though I was gonna say things were less hateful, but people were very hateful towards Obama. So, but I was happy with him. I liked him. He was so cool.
Me too.
Calm and collected too, and like.
And he had a good singing voice.
Oh yeah, and he was just
dreamy
awesome.
guy.
Like when they killed Bin Laden, and he told the world, it was just so cool. It was like such a yeah. But then at the same time, like you see him at like the White House's Halloween party when like kids come in and trick or treaters in costume, and he's like, "Oh my god, look at that little guy!" You know?
Yeah.
Are you dressed like a cheeseburger? Oh my goodness, look at you, Michelle. Take a look at him. He's a cheeseburger. You know, it's like. America, this is the best Halloween party I've ever seen. You know, he's just awesome. I miss him.
Yeah, I miss him too.
I think I can speak for most men when I say we want to have better sex. And for the sake of our partner, we may need to have better sex, fellas. Because no one likes it when you bring a wet noodle to a barbecue party. Write that down. The issue is that over-the-counter erection pills contain unregulated chemicals, suggest unsafe doses, and include the risk of several other health problems. And who wants that? It's like those drug prescription ads where everybody's like sitting there playing volleyball at the beach, but they're dying of herpes. Not cool. That's why we partnered with our friends over at Joy Mode. Whether you're looking to spice up your intimate moments or increase your confidence in the bedroom, Joy Mode makes all natural and science-backed supplements dedicated to helping men perform better across their core functions. Oh yeah. The trademark product, the sexual performance booster, is every man's solution for increased blood flow down below, firmness, stamina, and performance of your favorite friend. It's like a pre-workout but for your buddy down below. And let me tell you, it works. And the best part, the product is totally safe. All ingredients have been assessed in peer-reviewed journals. All ingredients have been studied and researched in humans. It comes in a palm-sized little packet, like your favorite electrolyte powder. Just simply mix one of these bad boys right in with 6 to 8 ounces of water, 45 minutes before sexual activity, and watch the magic unfold. Like, you know when you start blowing up an inflatable castle? It's sort of like that, but down below. But it's time to redefine your intimacy and go to usejoymode.com for 20% off with promo code FRATCHAT. Oh, yeah, that's 20% off and free shipping with promo code FRATCHAT at usejoymode.com. Ingredients with integrity, it's Joy Mode, baby.
But anyways, we just lost probably 3 Republican listeners.
Whoops.
We have on the show. So sorry, guys. Now we'll go back to the middle.
Is that why our fraternity doesn't support us?
Yeah.
That could be among the reasons.
Anywho, we got a new segment for you guys. A segment where me and Mr. Mo here, you know, we're comedians. We're also in the working world. We're podcasters. We're independent business owners. We're writers. You know, we got a lot going on in our lives, which means we got a lot of stresses that we got to deal with. You know what I mean? And a lot of jerks, a lot of people that just sometimes say dumb things that just makes your brain want to explode. And here's the thing. Simo, for example, has found out what happens when you take out your frustrations on strangers. You go to jail. It's a whole thing. You end up in therapy. They put you on pills. So, what better way to take out our frustrations than by doing it with each other? Wait, that came out wrong. I didn't mean it that way. You know what I mean?
Yes, you did, and it's okay.
Oh, yes, Simo.
I don't judge. I'm not a kink basher.
That's true. It's more of a bear basher. That's what they call them.
Yeah.
Hashtag BB. So we're going to take it on each other by simply doing what people do best these days. Just being passive aggressive to each other. So, for the next 60 seconds, this is Carlos and Simo being totally passive aggressive to each other. Brought to you by the Frat Chat Podcast. All right. So, Simo, did you get more work done this week? You look less ugly.
Oh, thanks. I'm having trouble understanding you. Do you want to take my dick out your mouth when you talk to me?
That's fine. I'll do that. I'll do that.
That's all
My
I hear is
apologies.
blah.
My apologies. I was just trying to speak a language that you understand and are
Oh.
sometimes bilingual in. That's what they say.
Speaking of speaking, I have to say that you have a really wonderful speaking voice, and I particularly like it now.
Oh yeah.
No, wait, don't ruin it. Right now is what I like to hear.
Oh,
No,
he likes what I'm. I get what he sees now.
now.
If only he could read my speaking voice. You know, can you do that?
I
So-
can read. It just takes me a little bit longer.
And that was 60 seconds. Carlos and Simo being passive aggressive to each other, brought to you by the Frat Chat Podcast. I'm not gonna. I feel better.
Okay, good. Me too.
Oh man, that was good. That was fun. Okay, cool. Well, it's time to get to it because now that we feel better, Mr. Mo, it's time to make us stressed. Because we're going to talk about something that you just lived through yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Travel and the stressors that come from it. Mr. Mo just flew all the way to the land of Europe or Europa, as the fancy people say it. So it gave us the idea. Let's talk about the times.
I'm not
the
peeing.
things.
You're peeing.
That's right. So it's time to talk about the things in said journeys that we all live and hate. We're going to talk about the things that grind our gears about traveling. Because everybody's been there. Fucking sucks. Airlines are shit. People are jerks. Spaces are too tight.
So tight. I'm 6 feet tall and I had to upgrade my seat, which is like a fortune.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and now every good seat, you fucking have to pay for it. Like these bastards. Everything's monetized now. But anyways, we have so much to talk about here, and we're going to try to limit it, keep it to 10. But, there's more, so we can always revisit this topic. But give us a follow at Frat Chat Podcast. Let us know if you have any horror travel stories or anything like that, and we'll talk about them on the show. But anyways, what annoys you about
Well, first I have a question for you. When you go on a plane like in the winter and you have a heavy coat with you, do you ball up the heavy coat to make a pillow, or do you shove it in the overhead compartment?
Ooh, I make a pillow for sure.
Yeah,
Or I stick it
the right thing to do.
Or I wrap I'll have my my backpack. Usually I travel with that with my laptop, and I'll wrap the backpack in the coat and stick that under the seat in front of me. Because I'm not a jerk.
Because
overhead compartment people that put their coats in are fucking dicks, dude. Like what?
That's what I think too.
What are you doing? And that's why by the time you get to group 4 or D or whatever the fuck it is, no one has any space to put anything in because there's some jackass that puts something in there that doesn't need to be in there.
Yeah.
And those are always the jerks that try to get up first too to get their shit. It's always the jackass that puts something in there that shouldn't have been in there.
Yeah.
It's like, fucking.
Well,
this is gonna grind my gears. I already know.
This is a very specific thing that happened to me, but I think that if you have long hair, you'd be mindful of your hair when you fling it over your seat.
Yes.
Because I had a girl pick her ponytail up, put it over the seat, and it dangled in my food.
Ooh. And plus, like the little TV monitors are there if you're trying to watch something.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I didn't have it with hair, but we were coming when Julie and I went to a good friend of the show, Andrew Chamberry's wedding in Mexico. On the way back, some guy tried to hang his jacket on the seat back over Julie's seat. So like literally like her entire thing was going to be covered by this guy's jacket. And she gave me like a look, like, "Are you serious?" And I was like, "Oh hell no!" It's like, "You gotta take that shit off, man." The guy was like, "What?" It's like, "You gotta take the shit off, man." It's like, "You see how you're blocking everything, dude? Like, are you serious?" And he's like, "Oh man, I'm so sorry." And it wasn't a thing, but I was just hungover enough, and like, fucking with the sun beating you down. Mexican airports are not easy to get through because it's so jam packed with people all the time. By the time I got on this plane, I was like seeing red already. It's like, this asshole doesn't move his fucking coat.
I think what really happened was Julie said, "Carlos, are you going to say something about this?"
Yeah,
and you
right.
said, "Oh, okay." And you were like, "Sir, excuse me, I'm so sorry to bother you, but could you please, would you mind
I
just
gave him
taking
a
your
little
jacket
tap.
off so that my
Sir,
girlfriend can watch her reality TV? I'm so sorry."
She's trying to watch her Vanderpump Rules. Please, sir, can you like really please? I'll buy you a drink.
And he was like, "Vanderpump Rules, of course. I mean, my pleasure." That
I
could
love
have
that show. I love Jackson the Gang. You're in. Oh man, yeah. The people who do that shit. It's like, dude, you get the space that you have. You don't get the space behind you. You get the space that's right fucking there. That's it. Don't be a dick. People just feel like they're like the main characters in the world right now, and that's the problem. That's
Yeah.
the problem, and that's what leads me actually to my first one. These are some main character motherfuckers. People who take their shoes off on a goddamn plane.
Yeah, I
and
don't
just
understand that.
shoes, socks, leave their bare feet out there, and then
Well,
they put their fucking nasty ass feet on the hallway, dangling out there for everybody to have to like go around nastily. Like, ew, dude. Why would you do that? Like, what? How dirty and sweaty are your feet, dudes or ladies?
I also think it's weird when people go to the airport and they're wearing like sandals or like flip-flops, and then
Mm.
they have no qualms with putting their bare feet on the floor when they have to put
Oh
their shoes in the bin for the metal
yeah,
detector, through
yeah,
TSA. I'm like,
totally.
ooh, I would never want to put my bare feet on the floor in the airport.
Fuck
Ugh,
no. You know how many people's dirty ass feet walk by there?
ugh.
Oh, yeah, no. I've even committed fashion sin number 73 of wearing socks with sandals just so I'm comfortable at the airport.
Oh my god.
I gotta look like a loser, that'd be gross. I'll tell you that much.
I gotta say some Hail Marys for you. I'm really nervous.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I told you specifically. I figured you
Oof.
could
God
keep you
damn.
out of fashion hell. I don't. I'm too pretty to go. I swears. Going on a Valentine's Day date with a giant pew forest down there is kind of like bringing your mom to it. It's gonna get in the way of your sexy time later. Because no one wants to reach for your twig and berries down there and find themselves stuck in your bush. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm here to talk to you about the hero of Valentine's Day, the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, brought to you by Manscaped. This electric trimmer features skin-safe technology guarding your V-Day treasure against any grooming mishaps. It also comes with the brightest LED spotlight yet, which is brighter than your best romantic smile. Like, check this out. Pretty romantic. Pretty handsome smile, right? Well, this is brighter. It's perfect for precise grooming, even in the trickiest spots. Oh, and it's waterproof too, making shower shaves a breeze, people. But hey, that's not everything that the Love Doctor ordered. Oh, no. This package also features the Weed Whacker 2.0 nose hair trimmer to get them nasty little hairs out of there. It also features Manscaped's liquid formulations and 2 free goodies: the Shed Travel Bag and the Boxers 2.0, because comfort is king for all my dogs. Oh, yeah. And for a happy ending, there's the Manscaped Refined Cologne. It's the Valentine's Day touch to your grooming routine. Elevate your grooming routine and set the stage for romantic, smooth celebration that we can all love. And for the bearded kings such as myself, Manscaped also brings you the Beard Hedger Pro Kit, designed to shape your scrub effortlessly. It sculpts cheek lines and maintains beard styles, giving you that suave look for your romantic moments. Seamlessly handling even the thickest beards, it's the perfect tool for a polished, date-ready appearance. And right now, you can get 20% off and free shipping with the promo code FRATCHAT at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use promo code FRATCHAT because your grooming upgrade awaits, ready to charm your Valentine's Day dates. Oh, yeah.
I know better. But it's like, people who put out their fucking dirty ass feet. Ugh. I sat next to this person. She wasn't at least directly next to me. It was like I was on this row, and then there was the aisle, and she was on this row. But she was like, she had her feet up, and she was literally like picking at her toenails.
Ew.
Like the whole time. And there was a person
wow.
next to her that like clearly wasn't with her. It wasn't like it's like her and her husband, and it's like, I mean, it's still gross, but like, at least like a loved one next to you as a buffer. Now, it was some fucking guy who looked so uncomfortable. And it was just like, can somebody say something? Like, how is this allowed to happen? Like, that has to be a violation of personal space at best, dude. Like, ew.
Well, speaking of violation of personal space, I am going to say something that's not very nice, but I'm just going to say it. And that if you can't fit into one seat, bitch, you better buy two.
Yeah.
Because it's not fair to spew over into someone else's seat.
Yeah.
It's not their problem.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. And that's going to make us sound a certain way, and I hope it doesn't, because I grew up fat, and I get it. And at least, I lost the chunky weight young enough where I didn't have to deal with that. But that was one of the things that worried me. It's like, fuck, man, I'm not going to fit in a plane one day. It's like, it's already very tight, especially these days. I really feel like airplanes are even tighter together now than they were back when we were younger. So you have even less space. People are fucking much bigger because America.
Upgrade your seat.
Yep. And it's like, it's already tough enough to get comfortable on a plane. I don't need you like all my shit. It's just not something I need. And I won't be in your shit. I'm mindful of my space, man. I'm a thick guy. You know what I mean? I know that I take quite a spoon, so I make myself small. I sink in there, and I try to be comfortable and not fuck around too much. But some people,
Do you put your elbows on the elbow rest?
Depends where I'm sitting. I follow the rule. If I'm on the aisle, which I prefer to be, I use my left one as mine, and then I'll maybe use a little tiny sliver, but I'll defer to the middle person to get at full access to both.
Yeah.
And then the person on the window gets the right one, and they'll usually lean at the window.
I feel like the middle seat sucks, and so they reserve the right.
They deserve it. Exactly.
Elbow rests.
I like the aisle anyway, so then I can like stretch out my leg from time to time, and like if I need to go to the bathroom, it's right there. It's when it's time to get off the plane. Eventually, after assholes get out of the way, you got an easy path to get your bags. So I prefer the aisle these days. I used to love the window, but it's a pain in the ass now. You get in and out, and then someone falls asleep, and you gotta fucking like go around. Yeah. It's but that's actually an interesting debate because some people are jerks and fucking try to take up everything. It's like, dude, have some fucking pity for the middle seat person.
That's a shitty person.
It's etiquette, and that's the problem. There's a lot of shitty people that travel. That is really what it comes down to. It's like I feel like there should be like with Uber ratings, there's passenger ratings and there's driver ratings. I think there should be passenger ratings for people. And if you're under a certain level, like under 2.5 stars or something, you get on this flight. and then the 2.5 to the 3.5s get all in one flight. And then the 3.5 and above, aka the super nice, cool people, get their own flight. And then just let that be happiness. You should fucking have to earn the cool flights.
One time, it was a long flight, and I just cracked my window open a little bit just to see like what we were over, or just to look out the window. I
Mhm.
was trying to sleep, and I was just curious. And the lady in front of me, I guess it woke her up, and she got up in her seat and went over her seat, and she put her arm in my space, and she slammed the window down. Didn't say
Oh,
one word to me, just send the window down.
what did you do? Did you just sit there? Were you like, bitch?
Okay, I said not necessary, and then she didn't say anything. And I was like,
Wow.
"Are you freaking kidding me?" And then she just got back in her seat and went back to sleep.
I would have opened the window and left it on the whole flight at that
I
point.
thought about it, but I didn't want to upset the people sitting next to me because they didn't deserve it. But oh, she was aggressive.
Wow, that's wild.
Whenever I'm upset, I always say the same thing. Not necessary. Is that necessary? Inappropriate.
What a bitch. See, she would be in the 2.5 or below flight, and
Yeah.
you wouldn't have to deal with that shit. So, heed my words, airlines. Uber passenger ratings, but for flights, it'll change the biz. You can charge the jerks more to fly too, and then you'll make more money.
Mhm.
Great, beautiful. I think airlines, as we all know, airlines just need more money. So, the poor airline people, those poor
Yeah.
CEOs,
I think about
having
them
to
every holiday
downgrade.
season.
Yeah, Anyways, on to the next one. I think this one is just one that I don't understand how it's a thing. And every airplane that I've gone on, even if it seems like it's like the first flight or if I'm the first one on the fucking plane, there's always gross airplane bathrooms. It's like
Yes.
buses. Always. Like I've never gotten a clean one. It always looks like someone just like took a piss while shivering. You know what I mean? Like it's so cold. So cold.
It's like you went in the bathroom after Michael J. Fox.
That's right.
Oh no.
Oh no. Michael, we love you, dude.
Michael, I do love you.
That was all him. That was all.
I do love you, Michael J. Fox. I love you.
We're gonna watch Back to the Futures 1 through 3 in a row now to make it up to you. Send you some residuals. But
Yeah.
we love you. Yeah, it's always the worst. And like having to poop on an airplane is like my nightmare. I've never done it because I've always been terrified. And we've spoken about this briefly before, but that's we watch our airport diet too to make sure we don't have to poop on an airplane.
Correct.
And to summarize it to you guys, it was sandwiches, cold cuts, chips, and things like that. Yogurts, parfaits, yes. Burritos, ethnic foods of any kind, sushi, big burgers, no. You wanna eat light, you wanna eat good.
Like a muffin.
Yeah, eat a muffin. Eat some muff like
Like a
Seamount
sandwich.
College. Make you happy.
Yeah.
Just don't cry afterwards like Seamount College, but
Even like a Snickers or something. But damn, a
Totally.
burrito? What are you thinking?
Yeah.
The recipe for
Yeah.
disaster.
Literally.
Yeah.
We've shared some gross stories about people shitting in the planes and the planes having to turn around. So you don't want to be that guy
Yeah.
or lady.
You know, I have really good aim. Whenever I pee in the toilet, I think about those carnival games where you have to shoot the water into like the clown's mouth.
Totally.
So I always think to myself, like, man, I'm a champion peer because my aim is so amazing. But if I'm tired or if I'm a little intoxicated, I'll just sit down because I don't take any chances of like dripping, you know what I mean, on the toilet seat. But if by chance, I don't know, if by the off chance that my aim isn't superb, which would never happen, but just hypothetically, if my aim wasn't fantastic and I got a little bit on the seat, I would wipe it up. But I don't understand why America, when it comes to airport bathrooms, I'm sorry, airplane bathrooms, so they don't wipe after them.
Yeah, they just leave it there.
We all heard that rhyme back in the day, but no one wipes up after themselves.
Yeah, no, people are dicks. Even Simo learned in the theme parks after peeing all those clowns after they kicked him out.
Yeah, and
Like,
my
you're
mouth.
supposed to use the water gun, kid. It's like, oh,
I
I've
held
been
it down
drinking
and pissed in their
Gatorades all
mouth, and
day.
they're like, "I'm not the game."
You're ruining my water paint, man. Ew, my face paint.
I was like, "Your flower squirt me in the face. I'm gonna squirt you in the face."
Yeah, dude. It's I don't get why people don't wipe on there either. It's nasty. It's like a thing, and it's always like there's always mystery liquids on the floor too. You don't know if it's pee that fucking splattered from the thing or if it's just from the sink. And the bathroom space is so small. It's like, you don't want to touch anything.
Yeah.
But I will say I have pretty good aim. But ever since I started getting older, every once in a while, this usually happens when I go to pee. You know, it's like 4 a.m. and I wake up really having to pee. It's like, oh shit, I gotta go. And it's like, you know, when you're very loaded and you really gotta go. Sometimes I think it's maybe the pressure, but it doesn't come out as your straight stream shot. It comes out more like the sprinkler. You know what I mean? Those like
sprays.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, you're trying yeah, exactly. And then you're trying to slow your stream to control it enough to go back into, you know, your thing. But I don't know if maybe I overthink it, but then it makes it worse. And it's like,
Well, then you have to sit down at 4 a.m. when you go pee pee.
That's right.
Or just stand in the tub. Pull the shower curtain, just stand in the tub.
You know what I'm looking forward to in 2024? Keeping my boys down below looking better than ever. And thanks to the good people at Manscaped, I can. And that's because, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the MVP of 2024, Manscaped's 5th generation lawnmower. It's not just a trimmer, it's your grooming sidekick. And equipped with 2 skin-safe blade heads, a standard one for taking a little off the top, and a new foil blade to go smooth wherever your heart desires, which is typically your balls. It's like having a personal stylist at your fingertips, or wherever you might need it, like your balls. And did we mention it's waterproof? Because a trim in the shower is the only way to start your day. Oh yeah. And for my men who want the full grooming experience, look no further than Manscaped's Performance Package 5.0. In this grooming kit, you will get the trusted Lawnmower 5.0. Oh yeah, Manscaped's ear and nose hair trimmer, and essential aftercare products with the Crop Soother Ball Aftershave Lotion and Crop Preserver Anti-Chafing Ball Deodorant. Yeah, it's deodorant for your balls. But you didn't think you needed that, buddy. Well, your girlfriend or boyfriend definitely says otherwise. And as a gesture for the new year, they even threw in 2 free gifts. The Boxers 2.0 and the Shed 2.0 toiletry bag. Because they know good and well you're still rocking your boxers from high school. It's time to throw those ripped bad boys in the trash, buddy. And let's face it, resolutions might come and go, but a well-groomed you is here to stay, thanks to Manscaped. And of course, get 20% off and free shipping with the promo code FRATCHAT at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and get free shipping with the promo code FRATCHAT at manscaped.com. Because nothing says Happy New Year like a deal that leaves your balls and your budget feeling refreshed. Embrace a new you and definitely embrace a new trimmer courtesy of Manscaped.
And Julie's like, I'm in here. Actually, once I was so close, like, to pee myself that I realized that I just didn't have time to do the whole thing and aim for the toilet. I totally just jumped in the tub. Just went, yup, and just and just stood there like in shame, but feeling great.
I remember in college we had these like communal bathrooms, and I used to take a step back every day to see how far away from the drain I could successfully pee in the drain. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I would say, I wonder if I can aim 6 feet. I bet I can if I get it on an angle.
The kid went in the shower after you. He was like, "Come on, man."
Everyone's like, "Come on, man! Like, I gotta get in the shower." Oh,
yeah, I'm trying to go in there next.
I'm just playing with my pee. I play with the pee. I play with my penis in the morning.
See, I pretend to be a cowboy. Quick draw.
Yeah. Well, for my next one, speaking of inappropriate, I think it's inappropriate to like linger in the aisle. I mean, if you want to get up and stretch, that's one thing. But if you're just gonna hang out in the aisle, I think it's weird. And I also think it sets a bad example for kids because when kids roam free in the aisles, it's like my anxiety goes through the roof.
Totally. And it's like, I mean, we've all been in a flight with turbulence and shit like that. You never know when you're gonna hit like a fucking turbulence cloud and just Papa! And that little Timmy is gonna go fucking flying. And or for example, very recently this happened where there's been a couple of stories of plane doors flying open.
Oh, like in Alaska, right?
Yeah, the Alaska one, the door just fucking boom. A couple months ago, some guy, while they were landing, opened the door out of curiosity to see what the fuck would happen. And luckily, everybody was strapped in. But if you're that lingerer and that shit happens, you're fucking getting sucked out. You beat.
You're done for.
So,
even when they say you can take off your seatbelt, I still keep it on.
I still keep it on. It's like, fuck, It's like, it doesn't, you're so uncomfortable on a plane that at the end of the day, the seatbelt is not what makes or breaks your comfort. Like, it doesn't, you don't feel it. Like, and even if you take it off, then it's like the clunkiness is like hitting you on the side or it's on you anyway. So it's like, you might as well just keep it on. Yeah, no, I'm with you there. People got to chill, get the fuck out of the way of the goddamn cart. And then they always act shocked when the cart ladies like run from them. Oh, but my seat's over there. It's like, bitch, didn't you fucking see me coming down from the goddamn like end of the plane? I don't know.
Drives me nuts.
People are fucking dumb. I'm with you there. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna piggyback off you with kids because this is one that I actually saw a story recently where these TikTokers went viral after being on a 29-hour flight due to like refueling or whatever. It took even longer. And this kid was crying the entire time, like scream crying. Ah! And like it was so long.
29 hours. You said 29 hours, right?
29 hours.
Oof.
On a plane.
After that, everyone's irritable.
Totally. And they at least were cool about it. And rather than making a scene, they started recording TikTok videos and like grading the yells, I think by loudness or by funniness or whatever, like literally giving them numbers. Like this one's a 10, it's so loud. This is a 9, this is whatever. And I got like this whole debate. And of course, there's like the jerks that are like, everybody should be understanding to the poor kid and their poor parents who didn't, have to deal with the situation. It's like, suck a dick. You're going to bring a fucking baby on a 20+ hour flight? You're asking for it. You're an asshole at best or an idiot at worst. And it's like, dude, you fucking start with a short flight and see if your kid can fucking handle flying anyways. Because flying, the pressure is terrible on kids' fucking ears.
Yeah.
You can't just fucking put a kid in a 29-hour flight. And then
little babies don't know to pop their ears.
Is it me or does buying a sex pill at a gas station feel super awkward? You're like walking around and you don't know what to get. The guy's definitely looking at you, judging you with every step. It's super weird. Plus, then we're going to talk efficacy. Does it really work? Because my buddy once bought a condom from a gas station, and now he has 3 kids, so you tell me. So it's good to know that Jomoid is not only backed by its users, it's backed by science, people, which goes to show that science can be sexy sometimes. Now let me ask you something. Whether you're happy or unhappy with your performance in the bedroom, why not perform even better? Usain Bolt was the fastest man in the world, and he still wanted to run faster. So why not be an Olympic gold medalist in the bedroom, fellas? Because that's where Joy Mode comes in. Joy Mode's sexual performance booster is like a pre-workout, but for sex. It's designed to support erection quality, firmness, and sex drives. And it contains clinically supported doses of ingredients like arginine nitrate, L-citrulline, Panax ginseng, and vitamin C, which is going to make your boy down below stronger than ever. Oh, yeah. Not only is this the only supplement you'll need in the bedroom, it also supports blood vessel support, cardiovascular and heart health, athletic performance, blood pressure, and general erection function. Plus, here are the game changers. All ingredients have been assessed in peer-reviewed journals, and all ingredients have been studied and researched in humans, so you know it works. And I don't know about you guys, but I'll never go back to over-the-counter drugs after trying Joy Mode. And psst, it's small enough to fit in your wallet and take it with you on the go. It's the perfect travel companion. And it's a powder, so you don't need to worry about it getting crushed in there. So all you got to do, fellas, is just go to usejoymode.com and get 20% off with the promo code FRATCHAT at checkout. That's 20% off and free shipping with promo code FRATCHAT at usejoymode.com. Great sex solved naturally. Oh, yeah.
Totally. And it hurts them. You know, their little fucking their heads can't take as much pressure as an adults. So I hate the people that bring fucking screaming kids or kids who have never flown before on a long ass flight as their first experience. It's like, dude, you're an irresponsible jackass. Like, it shouldn't be up to 200 plus people on a plane to suffer just because two parents and their fucking kid shouldn't be on that flight. Like, it sounds cool, but get a goddamn babysitter, or fuck, dude, test out your kid, figure out if they can fly first. If they pass the test and something's going on, then maybe you should ask for a doctor on flight, because it's really rare for a child to cry for 29 hours straight. So it's like people get stuck in this main character syndrome, in my opinion, and parents are really guilty of it too. Like, they do it, for example, outside of playing example, fucking like these ladies that walk in the sidewalk with their strollers, and their friend is walking with a stroller, and they're both like walking side to side, and they're taking up the entire sidewalk. And whoever's going the other way, where the fuck are we supposed to go? And they don't move when you're coming because, quote unquote, we have kids. It's like, dude, get the fuck out the way. The world shouldn't suffer because you have a child. Like, I get it. It's not easy to be a parent, but it's not my fucking responsibility. So
screaming babies are the worst on a plane, but I just don't like babies in general. I don't want them on a plane. I don't want them in the supermarket next to me. I don't want them in my building sharing a wall. I don't want them on the same sidewalk as me. I think kids are gross.
See, I like kids.
Really?
I love
Not
kids.
me.
If I see a kid in the supermarket, I make a funny face at him or her, make him laugh. Yeah. But on a plane, kid, you should not be here. This is not. Now, if you're a kid, again, some kids can fly, but it depends on the fucking kid. So don't just bring a kid to a goddamn 29-hour flight, you fucking monsters. And don't expect the world to have to just sit there quietly while your child fucking screams for 29 hours. What the hell? Everybody's going to be pissed. You should be pissed.
To drug your kid?
Little NyQuil?
Or just anything, really, if you can get drugs like anti-anxiety pills for pets, why can't you slip your toddler a little Xanax and just knock them the fuck out? Is that wrong to do?
Hey, Timmy, you want to smoke this bowl with me?
Yeah.
Honestly, I love smoking before I fly. It's great. That's why I love flying. From New Jersey now, it's legal, or California, you smoke a joint in the parking lot, and then go in the airport. It at least makes the first couple hours tolerable.
Oh yeah,
so it's good.
But then I feel like whenever I'm high at the airport, I take my clothes off at TSA too slow. I zone out. Like, sir, one more shoe. Oh yeah. Sorry, sir. Your belt. Oh yeah. Sir, your jacket. Yes. Okay. Computer's out. Yes, computer's out. Okay. Thanks.
At least it's better than when you're drunk and you're already coming with your pants off. There's like, sir, no, you have to have pants to fly.
I'm like, show me the rules. Well, speaking of pants down, I saw a TikTok video a while back where this kid did a fake he did a prank where he took a picture of a pilot with like his shirt open, and
Oh.
he wrote the caption that said, "Getting ready to fly this plane," and he airdropped it to the entire flight, and then the pilot got on the uh, intercom and said that he was going to find out who it was and they're going to be in trouble and don't do that again. But I have heard people airdropping nude photos on the plane. I've never been lucky enough to receive any of these nude photos, but I've heard this happening. And if you do get caught, I believe you can be brought up on indecent exposure charges if you're sharing your nasties without consent.
Wow.
I'm
Now,
not sure that's the charge per se, but I do know there's some sort of legal
it should be.
action. Yeah.
If I get a airdrop request though from anybody, here's the thing: you can kind of get the little preview where it is too, so
Yeah.
you're gonna see that it's a dick. It's like I'm definitely gonna decline, but I don't know. Maybe I would shame them. I'd be like, "Whose little dick is this?"
Who's little Willie?
If you're gonna fucking try to sexually harass me, at least don't waste my time with this tiny little thing.
Who's sending pictures of these dwarf mushrooms?
Yes. Who's sending child pornography? This is clearly a children's dick.
Ugh,
I could never bring myself. I've never sent a dick pic ever, and I
me
never
neither.
will. There's
Now,
no.
I have a flesh-colored dildo that I'll
That's
pull out
funny.
of my pants sometimes for
Yeah.
a photo because I think it's
Well,
funny.
we have seen it on the air. I remember the
Yeah.
dildo. But yeah, there's no scenario where anybody can convince me that sending just a picture of my penis is a good idea.
hmm
It's just weird. Like, what the fuck? What to do with a picture of my dick? That's so weird. Like, and it's so common, dude. Like, I don't understand. That makes me not understand guys. And it's like I can't explain that. When girls ask me like, why do guys send dick pics? I'm like, I don't know. There's something wrong with us. I could never if I could do it. I don't relate. It's not in my life. But I wonder how they track that. You know what I mean? Like maybe maybe they have to use the internet on the plane to airdrop something while everybody's moving.
Yeah,
So
but I
maybe
feel
that's how
like
they do it.
someone would probably tattle if your face is in the picture.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I can see someone being like, "It's him right there. He sent me
That's
a
tough.
naked photo that I did not ask for."
That's definitely true. There's so many pervs. Ugh. People got to chill out. People got to chill out with that shit. I did see that Apple, which makes it kind of annoying because sometimes I try to airdrop things from my phone to my computer, and I have to fucking change my airdrop settings. But it at least changed it so you don't have to see airdrops. You can put your airdrop notification to just contacts. Or everyone for 10 minutes type of thing. So you have to. So
Oh,
now
that's good.
some stranger can't just airdrop you like mine says right there.
Oh, good.
Contacts only. So that's pretty cool that they did that. But it goes to show how prevalent it was that they added that feature. Like
That's a nice feature, but when will Apple put the fingernail painting emoji next to the lipstick emoji? I don't understand why
emoji
they're not
placement is
together.
whack sometimes. Those
Ugh.
things.
That's how I know Apple doesn't like gay people. You bigoted bitches.
It's true.
Anywho, what's next on your list?
I gotta say, you guys, I was a little skeptical installing my own home today. But after trying Tushy, I'm in love. It was so easy to install, and my booty has never felt cleaner. And now I can say goodbye to the days of phantom poops. You know phantom poops. It's like the days where you gotta keep wiping over and over, but somehow you can't get rid of it all. And like you're just wiping for like 25 minutes. And it's like, oh my God, how can I get my booty clean? And it just doesn't happen. Those days are over. Plus, Tushy is not just good for your booty, it's good for Mother Earth. That's right, because it's no secret that toilet paper is bad for the environment. Now, the Tushy bidet also stays clean and hygienic with its patented self cleaning smart spray. The nozzle self cleans before and after each use automatically, so you ain't gotta do it anything. The buildup resistant design also helps you to minimize grime buildup, and it even has an antimicrobial knobs. Oh yeah, stays clean all day long, just like your booty. Now, every Tushy bidet comes with a 30-day hassle-free return and a 12-month warranty. It's risk-free to join over 3 million real pooping humans who have made this switch to a cleaner and more confident butt, including this booty right here. And now you too can get that fresh out of the shower feeling at hellotushy.com. In fact, for a limited time, our listeners get 10% off your entire order when you use promo code FRATCHAT at checkout. That's 10% off your order at hellotushy.com, HELLOTUSHY.com, with promo code FRATCHAT. It's time to back that ass up with confidence with Tushy.
Okay. I got 2 left on my end. You got 1 left on yours. This is one that grinds my gears, and I don't understand why they do it other than for them to be selfish pricks and make more money. Is when airlines oversell flights, and then fucking you try to board and you say, "Oh, sorry, we oversold the thing. You can put you on standby now." Say what? Like, why would you oversell tickets to a fucking plane? Like, what? There's gonna be plenty of people there at the airport waiting to go on standby on most flights. Anyways, you don't have to fucking oversell the plane. And why would you take my money if there's no spot to sit me on the plane?
How
Makes
do they
no fucking sense.
determine who doesn't get on? Is it whoever's the last to check in?
I guess I've never actually gotten a quite an answer, which is at least I get to airplanes pretty early. So, or to airports pretty early. I'm like, my dad fucking put that in my head. Get there early. You never know what's going to happen. And I always have bad luck with travel. So get the earliest shit. And I always have my, at least a seat.
Well,
But
wasn't
it's
your dad
like,
always stopped by security because they thought he was a terrorist?
I was always stopped at security.
Oh,
Because my
you.
goddamn name is so fucking common that it was matched up to a terrorist leader in Colombia for the FARC. And so it got me stopped from when I was like 15. And to this day, it still sometimes happens. But now at least I'm a citizen, so I have the US passport. But when it was my Venezuelan passport, it was 10 times worse. It was. I had a lady once be like, "You know why I'm stopping you. You know what you've done." It's like, wait, what? It's like, did I win something? It's like, you know where you're going. And then it's like, oh, so sorry, sir. It was the wrong guy.
And you're thinking to yourself, I did a courtesy flush. How can she know?
Yeah, right.
How can she know?
I'm gonna get sent to Guantanamo Bay for clogging the toilet. I didn't know. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, but it's bad. It's bad. So, yeah, overfilling flights. I was like, what the fuck? There's no logical reason to do that other than to fuck people over to make money. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
airlines don't need the bad reps anymore. Then they already have them. Like, stop doing that shit. That makes no fucking sense to me. And they all do it too. It's come up in every airline I've traveled in. So it's like, fuck all of y'all. Fucking airlines.
Southwest does it the most, I think.
Oh yeah.
I
Fucking
think.
jerks.
Don't quote me on it. But I've heard that the most. I feel like when
You heard it here, folks. Chris Moore says that Southwest does it more.
That's the ticket.
Yeah, because I feel like whenever I hear that commotion, it's always Southwest Airlines at the airport. I'm like, ooh, shouldn't fly Southwest. Well, one time I think it was Delta, but the landing gear wouldn't come down. So we circled the airport a few times, and then they're like, we gotta land the plane. So they just like landed it on its belly.
What?
And then the flight attendants told us to brace ourselves, so we held the seat in front of us. And then as we scraped along the what's it called, the tarmac?
Yeah.
I could see sparks out the window.
Oh my god! Imagine if someone's dog was under there.
Oh my gosh. Ooh,
Dude.
so scary.
And I'm not gonna lie, like you had an ace of a pilot to pull that shit off.
Oh
The
yeah.
way they did. Like that is, you have no brakes. That plane is just sliding on momentum. Because the without the wheels, there's literally no way to stop the plane other than it just screeching to a fucking halt on its own. And at the speed that it's coming down and sliding in there, like it could very easily just keep going.
Yeah, I just feel like any sort of emergency or malfunction, no matter how big or small, is horrifying. So if they're like, all right, guys, we're going to do a pit stop at such and such airport to refuel, it's like, oh my God, we're losing fuel. Or it's like, Sorry guys, we'll be taking off in about 10-15 minutes. We're doing another engine check. It's like, who, what? And then they
Yeah.
hear announcement saying, we're having a malfunction with our landing gear. Hang tight, we're gonna circle the airport one more time. It's like,
I
what
know,
is
it's
happening?
crazy. Well, and that also goes to the overlying problem of just how much maintenance a lot of these airlines need to do on their fucking planes and equipment. Because literally, like, it's been like the Boeing airplane. Like, for a while, like, they're not even allowed to fly because they needed so much work to be done. And there was that big accident, and so many people died. And it was a few accidents actually that led to them getting recalled. But it's like that's an overlying issue with a lot of airlines. So you're flying in planes that you don't even know that they're hanging on by a fucking thread, and it's could be catastrophic at any instance. And it makes no sense either because again, you guys do things like oversell fucking tickets. you're price gouging right now too. Profits had literally never been higher for airlines, and you're fucking gonna tell me that you can't at least fix the goddamn planes you're flying? Come on. You can make them smaller, but you can't make them fucking fly efficiently. Like fuck, man. So yeah, they really do got to keep those planes more maintained. It's never been a bigger problem than these last few years, and it honestly stresses me out about flying because you just don't know what the fuck you're in. You know, like anything can happen. Like I saw a plane that the wing looked like so jaggedy, and I was sitting in the window seats. I'm like, is that like tape or something holding on? Like it was like really fucking bad. Not cool. Not cool, airlines. I'm not gonna lie. With your situation, I would shit myself. Just grinding like that into. I'd be sending a couple of Hail Marys up there. I'd be like, I think I was good.
But at that point, like I felt like we've been in the air for so long. I was like, however we get
just
down,
kill me already.
So sick of this flight. I have to go to the bathroom so bad. Just get me down to the fucking ground.
Land it, kill me. I don't care. Just get me the fuck out of this plane.
Yeah.
Either way, Simo was happy. Oh man. Well,
we're now down to your number one.
My last one, and this one is just the most annoying, in my opinion, because at least yours is so terrifying that maybe you got a cool story to tell after the fact. You know, it's pretty cool. But when the plane is hanging on the fucking tarmac for extended periods of time. I flew, I think it was to Florida one time, and I was really tired from the flight from the night before. I think I maybe even been a little hungover, and I had a couple drinks at the airport, you know, to get a little hair of the dog. By the time I got on the flight, I was nice and tired. As soon as I sat down, I like just fucking put my jacket on me as a blanket and went to sleep. I woke up 3 hours later. I'm like, oh man, we got to be almost there. It turned out we had not even fucking left yet. We were on the tarmac the whole time. It was, I don't know how I didn't wake up earlier because it was sweltering hot on that fucking plane. Everybody was sweating. They wouldn't turn on the plane, so AC was running. They were like keeping people seated so no one was getting up to go to the bathroom or anything. They didn't even serve water or anything like that. And it's like, it got to a point where I'm lucky I had a water bottle in my bag because I always bring one. But otherwise, I would have fucking passed out. Like, I was feeling shitty.
Was this Spirit Airlines or AirTran?
No, this was actually like United or American, one of the two.
Oh, no. A reputable one.
Yeah, it's happened. And it's
I
like,
expect that from like the shitty ones.
Totally. But it's like, I mean, obviously there's travel schedules and shit and things happen. Maybe there's an emergency landing. But if you're going to fucking keep people on an airplane for that long, don't fucking board them. Let them wait in the goddamn waiting station. In the plane, they're just going to get desperate and the air is not that good in there. On top of it, you're not fucking blasting AC.
Least to go to the bathroom.
Totally. Or give them drinks and snacks. Give them something. Like, play a fucking, we're going to be on this thing for 3 hours. We're going to play a complimentary movie while we wait. Do something to keep people entertained It's not that hard. You have the equipment to do it. But they're
You know
just
what?
don't give a
If they
shit.
don't turn the plane on, then the Wi-Fi doesn't work. And then you can't watch the
Totally. And then
movie.
you're just beat. You're just sitting there twiddling your
that
fucking
sucks.
thumbs. And it's like, again, they have that scheduling so like advancedly designed these days to know when every single plane. So if there's a fucking emergency landing going on, you can know that the tower is going to tell everybody, hey, don't take off. So just don't fucking board anybody in if that's going to happen. So I don't know. It's just insane to me that we live in a world where airlines think it's okay to just keep people fucking like sardines in a can. And they wonder why people fucking freak out later on midway through a flight. It's like, imagine being stuck in a tarmac for 3 hours and then you're taking off on a 10-hour flight. It's like, what? So airlines, y'all gotta chill with that shit because you're pissing me off.
The more we talk about it, the more I'm like, I don't think I like flying that much.
I know, man. That's actually, I feel like I've been sticking around the East Coast more when I'm just going to places I can drive to. Because it's like,
The
flying
only
just
good part
stresses me.
about flying is getting a pat down, and that's not even guaranteed.
I know, right?
Oh my God.
Now they
America.
put you through those scanners. No one touches the boner. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
Wah, 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 wah.
Well, anyways, you guys, that was our list of the stressiest shit, the stuff that grinds our gears, the stuff that pisses us off about traveling. So, on that note, let us know what you thought of our list. Give us a follow on all social channels at Frat Chat Podcast. Oh, yeah, that's on Instagram. That's on Facebook. That is on Twitter/X. That's on YouTube. You can also give me a follow as well at Carlos Does the World on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, on YouTube. Carlos Does World on Twitter/X. And actually, Carlos Does the World on Threads as well. And you can follow us, goers, my good buddy over here, Simo, at chris.more.comedy on Instagram and TikTok, and see more comedy on Twitter/X. Oh, yeah. So, Mr. Mo, it's time to roll. So, why don't you get us out of here?
I motion to adjourn the... Oh, I messed it up. Let me try again.
That show's ruined. Now we gotta start over.
Buggy bumper, rubber, baby, buggy bumpers. I motion to adjourn this meeting.
And I stick it. Just had a stroke there. All right, you guys. We'll be back next week with another edition of the greatest podcast in the history of podcasts in time. Now, like 4 or 5 years running, it's the Frat Chat Podcast. See ya.
Oh, yeah.